to decontaminate and rebuild Odaka. That's what Yoshiharu wants as he campaigns to revive his hometown. For now, he's in charge of the prefab housing units. His smile and pleasant manner have made him popular among the 400 residents of this housing complex.
We can always depend on Mr. Sue. I'm grateful for everything he does for us.
Yoshiharu does his best to keep this community of displaced people together. With the help of volunteer and other organisations, he organises activities to help the residents stave off boredom and stay optimistic. Today, they're taking part in a massage workshop in the housing unit's common room.
I've been looking forward to this massage and I'm very happy with the results. I've never done this kind of thing before. I'm very grateful.
Take a look at your face.
But I'm all wrinkly.
No, you're not. The massage has opened your eyes wider.
Yoshiki Konno, a tsunami survivor and nuclear refugee, helps organise these communal activities.
Before, people just said hello to each other, but there was no real communication, because they had come from different places. But thanks to this association, people have got to know each other, and there's a real sense of community here.
Yoshiharu has also created a vegetable patch. In rural areas like this, owning an allotment is more than a mere hobby. It's part of the fabric of the local community.
There are lots of farmers here and they need to touch the soil. Before the earthquake, they tended their fields and grew vegetables. Most of them are elderly, so having plots like these keeps them happy. There's no problem with radiation here. These vegetables were checked last year.
The radiation level here isn't a major concern, at least not for older adults. Even though radiation levels are lower than inside the no-go zone around the nuclear plant, almost all of the younger people have left. To see their children and grandchildren, the Sues have to drive 20 kilometres north. Today, the family are taking advantage of a public holiday to go strawberry picking at a nearby greenhouse.
Come over and try this.
The parents of Naimu, aged 1, and Kokoa, 4, have no intention of returning to their old apartment near the edge of the no-go zone.
My children have already had their thyroids tested and there were no problems. But it takes about 5 to 10 years for cancers to develop. My kids are still young, so naturally I worry about them. I'm looking for a house at the moment. I'd like to go to Notori and get as far away from the nuclear plant as possible. When the explosions happened there, the US government told its citizens not to go within 80 kilometers.
Separated from their grandchildren, their homes and their fields, the Sues had to change their way of life. Takiko had to quit her job as a nurse, and Yoshiharu found a job at Minamisoma City Hall, helping the 5,600 evacuees still living in temporary housing in the city.
Does it leak when you turn on the tap?
It leaks even when it's turned off. We can hear it dripping all night long.
I don't think there are more problems here than you'd find in an ordinary home, but there are so many temporary housing units that we have a lot of work to do.
On top of his salary, Yoshiharu lives on compensation of €800 a month, paid to each evacuee by Tokyo Electric Power, the company that runs the Fukushima Daiichi plant.
We did nothing wrong, yet we have to live in this tiny place. I can't go home or work in my field because of the accident. And now they tell us that we have to live in this tiny place. They could pay me millions of yen and it still wouldn't take the pain away. It wouldn't make the slightest difference.